shooting this shot. Yo, mid-game, I come over here and put on the sad comment. Watch this shit. Yo, watch what I'm about to do.
Alright, so we're live now. Now I need to share it to some Facebook pages real quick.
Yep. About 5 more minutes?
5 more minutes.
About 5 more minutes. I'll be driving out and see you guys later. Just watch it when you're on the way home, man. Oh my God, it's deader than shit. I'll be in there. I'm gonna run out and Alright, ready?
No!
5 more minutes.
I just need to share it to the Diamond Billiards page.
Let's go, David.
Alright. Here we go. Alright, so we got Manh, if that is even his name. Nguyen, if that's even how you pronounce it. Versus David Kim, which is easy to pronounce and I believe is also his real name. Let's see. It's one set, right? One set, race to 9. Anything on the line? Pride. Pride is on the line. Pride and ego. David to break. Thank you guys for tuning into Billiard Breakdown. Hope you enjoy. So Manh is up to the table. He may be able to see just a little bit of the left side of the 1. He was able to see more than just a little bit. Great shot by Manh. Sorry for the camera angle. Safety attempt by Manh, but he does leave the 2-ball clear for the corner pocket, I believe. Dave should be able to make this no problem, and, well, coming back for the 3-ball for the side pocket is difficult. We'll see what he decides to do for the 3. He wobbles the 2 in the pocket. Manh should be able to make position for the 3, but it could get a little tricky because of the 5-ball, as well as the 6 and the 8, but should be no problem. He was able to clear those problem balls, but he's left with somewhat of a tough angle on the 3-ball. Dave comes to the table with a little bit of a sharp cut on the 3. Now if he does pocket the 3, the cue ball should just bounce back and forth for a position on the 4. not quite. The 5 ball is blocking the 3 from directly going in. Mon may decide to combo the 3 into the 5, but it's more likely we'll see a safety shot out of it. Yep. Oh, a carom shot. I believe it may have been a two-way shot to go for the 5 as well as potentially play safe using the 8 and the 6 as blockers. Uncharacteristic mistake by Mon, but he is somewhat safe because of how thin the cut is on the 3 ball. It will be difficult to pocket, and if he were to pocket the 3, it's likely he would need to use right spin, which will make setting up for the 4 ball slightly more difficult. So Dave opts to play safe, but he's unable to do so. He leaves the 3 right in front of the side pocket. Mon doesn't really have the correct angle on the 3 to just draw back for the 4. Well, he could draw back for the short side of the 4, playing for the far left side of the left pocket, but we'll see what he decides to do. Looks like he's going to go forward with it. Yeah, going forward was a little risky because of not only the 9 ball, but it's difficult to generate enough power with the top spin to come all the way back for the 4. So he's left with a bank shot. Nice safety. Wow. Dave almost cuts that 4 ball right in. The 6 is clear for the right corner. We'll see if Mon is able to use a little bit of left spin to bring that cue ball back for the 6 to the right corner. So what happened there was the spin threw the object ball too far to the right, which caused him to miss. Another safety shot sold out by Mon. Let's see if Dave is able to capitalize on it. Just a very simple straight on shot to get to the 6 ball as needed. He was able to get on the 6, but he doesn't have too much of an angle. He's probably going to use top right spin to follow through 2 or 3 rails in order to get to the 7. It was a good shot, but he's a little straight on with the 7. A little too straight to generate much momentum to get back on the 8. Let's see what he decides to do. For anyone just tuning in, thanks for tuning in to Billiard Breakdown. Hope you enjoyed the commentary and hope you enjoyed the match. So what Dave was just trying to do here was draw back to the long rail and have enough momentum to come to the left side of the 8-ball, but he was short by a good amount there. Dave is left with a tough shot. He may go for the 8-ball, 8-9 combo here. Let's see what he decides to do. That was a safety attempt to hide the cue ball behind the 9, but didn't work out. The 8-ball came back and bumped the cue ball out a little, and Johnny/Mon should have no problem running it out from here. Nice kiss. Nice kiss on the 9. David Kim concedes the match, meaning he does not need to see Johnny Mon shoot the 9-ball, and it is now 1-0 Mon. For anyone just joining us, this is a race to 9. The loser of this set loses their billiard pride. Very high stakes match here. Dave is left with an open shot on the 1. If he is able to hold position near the center of the table, he should be able to capitalize on this rack. Dave misses the 1 corner, and looks like Mon's looking at the bank shot. The bank shot is a good shot to make because it is also a two-way shot. If he were to miss, it's likely he will have some blockers, but he sinks it, no problem. Mon is left with a tough shot on the 2-ball. Tough to say if he's trying to actually pocket it or just play safe here. And he played it a little too far. Dave should be able to just come straight down on that 2 and naturally make position for the 3. Very nice, coming up just slightly for the 3 corner. He does have a little bit of an angle on the 3, so holding position for the 4th side can be a little tricky. He may need to come to the left rail and back out. Let's see what he decides to do. So he did try to come to the left rail and back out using a little extra power, but that is what made him miss. He did get a fortunate roll with the 4-ball, blocking Mon's view of the 3 here. So Mon is looking at the kick shot to try to make contact with the 3. Misses it by about a ball, and David Kim has ball in hand. Let's see if Dave is able to capitalize on this ball in hand. Not an easy shot Dave has. It's tricky when the object ball is so close to the rail and you're trying to shoot it down. Looks like Dave touched the sixth ball, which results in a ball in hand for Mon. Mon should be able to run out from this position. Oh, I believe Mon was trying to go further to the left with that cue ball set up. Instead, he's left with a tough shot, which is no problem for him. Now the sixth ball, let's see if he can make another sharp cut or if he decides to play safe behind the 8 or the 7. Yep, looks like he decides to send the sixth ball to the right, leaving the cue ball behind the 8. Nice shot by Dave. That was a tough cut to make, and he's left with another tough cut. If he is able to pocket this, he should be able to land pretty naturally with a decent position on the 8. A little too thin. Mon coming to the table with somewhat of a difficult cut. Let's see what he's able to do with this. Simply potting the 7 into the right corner should leave a decent shot on the 8. A little far, a little far. Mon is left nearly on the rail with a tough angle on the 8 to set up for the 9. It's likely that he'll bump into the 9 unless he tries to do something. And in this case, it is to play safe. This is a tough shot because Dave needs to shoot over the 9, which makes it difficult to draw back for the 9. Let's see what he's able to come up with here. Looks like Dave tried to follow the cue ball around. If he got the correct angle on the 8, might have been possible, but he hit it way too full. And Mon misses the 8 ball as well. Also getting a little fortunate with the roll, leaving Dave with either a safety or a bank shot or a kick. Let's see what he decides to do here. So Dave went for the maybe a two-way shot where he banks the 8 into the far left corner, as well as potentially caroming the 9 into the corner. Unfortunately, he missed both. And finishing up this rack should be no problem for Mon, making it 2-0. Mon over Dave. For anyone just joining us, this is a race to 9. Mon leading 2-0. I will be back with the commentary.
Oh, there it is. Did you catch it? Oh, no.
I am back with the commentary. Had to take a short intermission so I could grab a twisted tea. Mon laughs, but this is no joke. There is nothing funny. Dave attempted to play safe behind the 9, but Mon should be able to see the 2 enough to pocket it into the side pocket. Nice shot. He should be out from here. Simple stop shot on the 6, maybe with a little draw to get enough angle on the 7 to come back up for the 9. Very nice. Mon is now leading 3-0 against David Kim. For anyone just joining us, this is a race to 9 and 9-ball pool. Mon is leading 3-0. Mon scratches into the right corner on the break. kind of looked like the cue ball caromed off something to make that happen. It is a little difficult to make position for the 2 ball. It's a thin cut into the side pocket, and it's a difficult position to set up for the far right corner. Let's see what Dave decides to do here. He may even go for the double combo. We'll see. Dave surprisingly misses ball in hand, and Mon is left with a pretty easy shot on the 2. The question is, what is he going to do about the 2 ball here? It doesn't really go in too many places. Let's see if he's able to come back up for the 2. Okay, looks like he's going to go for the double combo. It is pretty straightforward. The 3 may even clear out of the way for Mon to directly shoot the 2 ball in after he pockets the 4. Mon is left, I believe, frozen to the 9, and I believe he's going to play safe, but let's see if he decides to actually go for the bank shot. He went for the bank, he missed it, but he did hit the long side of the rail, resulting in a somewhat of a 2-way safety shot. It's a thin cut for Dave. It's doable with heavy left spin, but position on the 3 is questionable, so it's likely we're going to see a safety shot out of this. Looks like he was trying to leave the cue ball behind the 5 and the 9, but he wasn't able to do so. Mon is left with a makeable bank on the 2, but once again, difficult position for the 3. Instead, he goes for the safe, and it looks like the 2 just clears for the far left corner. I believe it is makeable, but it is another tough angle. I know Dave tells me he likes these cuts, so let's see if he's able to capitalize on it. Beautiful shot. That's a great shot. Unfortunately, he does leave himself half snookered behind the 6. Good hit. When you're going for a kick like that, the best you can hope for is usually just leaving your opponent with a difficult shot, which Dave has done. The 3 into the far left corner is a difficult shot, and setting up for the 5 afterwards is even more difficult. Let's see what Johnny / Mon is able to do with this position. Yeah, tough shot. He flukes He flukes the 8 into the corner. Looks like Dave was texting. Didn't quite realize it. Looks like Mon got the wrong angle for the 5 ball to set up for the 6. So he's kind of double checking what he's going to do here. Maybe just... Look at that. Great shot. A little risky, but he made it happen. And he should be able to draw back to the right side of the 9 in order to pocket into the left. Great positioning by Mon, and that should put him in the lead 4-0. Mon over David Kim. Mon to break. Wow, that was a golden break. I didn't even notice. That makes it 5-0 Mon with a golden break on the 5th rack, making it 5-0. Impressive showing by Mon. He always does that before he breaks. I'm not too sure what he's measuring. He nearly pockets the 1 ball into the side, but Dave is left with a potential 1-9 combo here. Let's see if he decides to shoot the combo or just go directly into the side pocket and shoot the 2 next. Although making position for the 2 after shooting the 1 into the side can be somewhat difficult here. Let's see what he decides to do. So close. Dave misses the 1-9 combo and leaves him on with a very nice shot to pocket the 1 and get on the 2. Double hit. Mon double hits the 1 ball, giving David Kim ball in hand. If Dave is able to get good position on the 3 here, he should be out. But easier said than done. I believe Dave may have accidentally bumped into the 9, but either way, he's got a good shot on 2. It is tricky to make position on 3 just because of the 6 ball. He should be able to follow between the 6 and the 3 though. Pulls the bridge out. Like I said, making position for that 3 was key. He did miss the 3, but he fluked the I believe, what was it, the 6 ball in maybe. But he's left behind the 9. Let's see if he's able to do anything about this position. Right in between. Dave attempted a slight masse to swerve around the 9 and make contact with the 3, but he did miss it, giving Mon ball in hand. Mon should be able to capitalize on this ball in hand. The 5 ball does go into the side. And Mon has the correct angle to just gently tap that 5 ball into the side and maintain position for the 7. Mon nearly scratches, but the cue ball bumps into the right side of the pocket and bounces back out for a position on the 7. He does have a good angle to just kind of stun draw the cue ball back for the 8, although it's a little tricky because of how much on the rail he is. Nice shot. I believe he can barely see the 8 ball. And if he just gently taps that 8 ball in, he should be able to shoot the 9 into the side pocket as well. Double checking the angle. And he misses it. Very surprising miss. Looks like he was trying to come back for the 9 to the left corner, but I believe he would have been just fine gently tapping that 8 ball in and holding position for the side. Let's see if Dave can get on the board with this. Another tough leave. Looks like Dave also attempted to draw the cue ball back to make position for the 9 corner, but just didn't get enough of it. I believe he's going to try to bank the 9 into the side pocket. Great shot by Dave. Dave is now on the board with 1 game to 5, trailing behind Mon. For anyone just joining us, this is a race to 9 between David Kim and Manh Nguyen, if that's how you say it. Mon had a quick start. Let's see if Dave is able to catch up. Mon has informed me that he needs some alcohol. And as a result, I will be back with the commentary in just a moment. What do you want, Jack Honey?
Yeah, 2 shots. And a bottle of water. Just regular water. Got chaser, man. Oh, good job. This Winston sucks. Well, why did he throw that ball?
It's right in front of him. He can see what's there.
It wasn't a touchdown. There was nobody open there. Who was open there? There was nobody open.
It's because one of the massage therapists has Denver for a week back.
The Joku? He was covered on the backside and the front side.
Lord Jesus loves you guys. Praise the Lord Jesus.
It's live streaming right now. You see it?
Never been like that. I just thank the Lord Jesus that I've put in this position. When did this come out?
I have returned to the commentary. Mon to shoot. Great job clearing the 9 in order to make position for the 6 on that shot. Nice position for the side. Maybe a little too thick in order to hold position for the 8. But we'll see what he decides to do. Too thick. Now, prior to this, Mon asked me for a double shot of honey Jack Daniels. I believe this gives him a slight power up, but time will tell. We don't know until it's over, but we will see. Dave should be able to maybe thin cut the 7 in, or do that. Went about 6 inches too far on the table. If he can make this thin cut into the corner, he should have natural position for the 9. Nope. Mon comes to the table with a pretty easy shot on the 8. and he should be able to make position for the 9 no problem. He got a little high, but should be no problem for Mon. Great shot. Mon is now leading 6-1 against David Kim. Mon to break. For anyone just joining us, this is a race to 9 between Dave Kim and Manh Nguyen, if that's how you say it. Mon is leading 6-1. Breaks dry, but leaves Dave with a bank or a safe. Looks like Dave attempts to play safe, but Mon is left with an open shot at the 1, although not very makeable. Kind of looks like Mon was eyeing the bank. Not too sure what he was looking at over there. Looks like he kind of shuffled the balls around, and Dave is left with a thin cut on the 1. Makeable, but tough. Tough cut on the 1. It's possible that Dave left him on with a view right in between the 6 and the 3 for the 1, but I'm not too sure from this angle. He may be able to see it. Nice shot. With pretty good position on the 2. I know Mon was nervous about that one. Mon may need to go 2 or 3 rails to set up for this 3 ball, but most important thing is to actually pocket the ball first. Let's see how he does. So he bumps into the 9, which I believe he was trying to avoid, leaving him blocked between the 8 ball and the 3. It was a good kick, good contact by Mon. Dave is not really left with much. The cut's a little too thin to go into the side, and the 6 and the 7 are blocking the 3 from going in, so we're likely to see another safety shot. Great safety by Dave. Tough kick because of the position of the 8. I will be right back with the commentary. Mon is saying goodbye to Wendy, and he is up 6-1, which may or may not be relevant. Looks like Mon attempted to draw the cue ball to the right side of the 5, but came up a little short with the power. So now he's left with a tough cut. Great shot by Mon. Good recovery from that positioning. He can choose to either go into the side or the far left corner. Let's see what he decides to choose. Looks like he's going with the far left corner over here and just holding position for the 7 ball. Nice shot. And you should be able to just stun this cue ball a little back for the 8 ball into the side pocket on the left. Great positioning by Mon, and it is now 7-1. Mon leading Dave. Mon breaks dry, but he luckily leaves Dave with no good shot on the 1. Let's see if Dave is able to kick at it or even push out for a good position. Very nice. And he flukes the 8 ball, I believe. No, not the 8. Fluke the 2 ball. Mon is left with an open shot on the 1, but the 6 is partially blocking the pocket. So we may see a combo attempt here. Not too sure if he was going for the straight-in shot or comboing the 6, but if he were going for the combo on the 6, it was way far on the left. Decent safety by Dave. Tough cut for Mon, but you know when you can see the object ball straight on, it makes it a lot easier.
Okay, fellas. See you Monday, Thursday. We're back on Thursdays. ESPN. See you, Mike. Thanks.
Looks like Mon was trying to leave the cue ball around the 7 or the 3, but he came up a little short. Same with Dave, trying to leave the cue ball behind the 5, but only leaving Mon with a bank shot. Now this is tricky because even if you make the 1, you don't got much on the 3. So it's almost like bait to make the 1 because it's a very low likelihood of anyone running out from making the 1. Dave leaves Mon with a shot on the 1. Let's see if he's able to capitalize, making position for the 3. Close. He may be even able to bank the 3 into the 8 ball here. Let's see what he decides to do. Nice try, but hit it a little too thin. We may see some caroms coming out of this, or just another safety shot. Great bank shot by Dave. Very clutch. Let's see if he's able to capitalize on the remainder of the rack. Interesting choice by Dave to attempt to draw that cue ball to the left and then back out. Not enough power was used, so he's kind of left in an awkward position. But great recovery by Dave with somewhat of a difficult shot on the 7. If he's able to make this, then he's out. Nice shot by Dave. Great recovery, and the rest of the rack should be no problem. Did he hook himself? He better not have hooked himself. Oh. Dave misses the almost straight in 9-ball shot. Mon is now on the hill, 8-1, leading Dave. Dave may need some honey Jack Daniels to bring himself back into this game. Mon coming out with a break he wished he could replicate every time. Nice job by Mon going under the 3 to make position for the far right corner. He does have a tough angle to make position on the 4. Let's see if he's able to maybe put a little top. Yeah. The issue with putting top left spin on a shot like this is it throws the object ball to the left, so you have to compensate for it, which is why the object ball wobbled in the pocket. Mon shakes his head in disappointment. Dave just clears the 8 for the 4. And overcuts it. And scratches. Mon should be able to run out from here. A little too much of an angle on the 8. He made it more difficult than he needed to. Possibly just stunning there would have been better, but he should be able to make position for the 9 no problem here. That is what happens when you leave too much of an angle on your setups, is you end up controlling the power on those shots is much more difficult when you have that much of an angle. And Mon takes the set, 9-1. Great performance by Mon, and that'll do it. For anyone just joining or that stayed till the end, this was a race to 9 between David Kim and Manh Nguyen. Mon beating Dave 9-1. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the commentary. Like and subscribe to Billiard Breakdown. See you next time. It's over.